You ready?
Yeah.
Right, we'll do that. Shit in the shovel, take one. Right. So guys and girls, serious note first. Obviously 800 metres to the toilet if you want to use that, but most people at night don't worry about it. Most people go up there for a wee wander in the morning to do their morning constitution, but at night just go and push. If you are using toilet paper, we get you to dig a hole 10 centimetres deep or so. Do what you're going to do, toilet paper included in the hole. Right? What that does is stops toilet paper being blown from arsehole to breakfast time throughout all these campsites. A lot of the 24-hour stops, when you get out the back of them, there's just toilet paper everywhere. And it also stops the animals getting into our feces and running it all over camp. Now, for those of you who are highly inexperienced in shitting in the woods, a couple of pieces of advice for you. If it is dark, definitely take your torch with you. Right? But once you've dug your hole, right, and you know where you're at, turn your torch off. Right? Because you'll be, say, we'll just take this close bush for now, but you can go further than that. You'll be in behind the bush, torch on, look at the hole and everything like that. Well, I'll be sitting around the campfire going, you can see straight through that bush. Right? So turn the torch off. If you go around the back of a bush and there is a freshly turned bit of soil, I wouldn't return it. You might get a surprise in the bottom of that hole. For those totally inexperienced in doing it, a couple of positional demonstrations for you. The first one I like to call the Chinese worker. Now, if you notice the alignment of your arse and your ankles in the Chinese worker, if you drop your strides all the way to your ankles, you're going to find yourself in the shit because you're going to leave a lot of a mess. So my advice is just to move your bum back a little bit, alright? The second one, can you hold that like a tree branch really firmly? I like to call the water skier. Right? Now apparently this one is very good for internal alignment. Alright? And the last one, which is my father's preferred position, is what I like to refer to as the lazy Aussie. Now if you're going to try the lazy Aussie, I must insist that you have very strong forearms, because if you're halfway through and your arms give out, then you'll know where we are. I was recently talking to a new friend of mine on the internet, and she offered me a new piece of advice that I should definitely offer the ladies. If you're going for a wee, it shouldn't be too bad tonight, no wind, but if you're in the Chinese work position, definitely take into account wind direction. The last thing you want to be doing is pissing into your sock. Alright? What
do we do instead?
Face the wind. Right? For gentlemen, we all know you don't piss into the wind, right? I put Dougie leaning up next to the door and Rolly, his mate, just inside. The shovel's gone, toilet's engaged. Go miles away. Don't just go behind this bush. There are plenty of trees. Nothing to worry about. Oh, one other thing. This grass here, the only place we'll come across it is called spinifex. Alright? It is very sharp and has tiny little hairs on it. If you get it on your leg, it gets really itchy and almost a burning feeling. We had a girl 2 years ago here, not on my tour, who got up to go for a wee in the middle of the night, dropped her strides and squatted on a bush.
Oh dear.
Yes. That's one way of putting it. So just be careful, everybody. If you're squatting, do it on the dirt, not over the top of spinifex. You'll be in pain for days. That's all. Go back to what you were doing.